For movies as big as the ones that come out of Disney, writers spend countless hours poring over every detail of their scripts to make sure every moment is the best it can be. However, the truth is, when the actors get on set or in the recording booth, the script can sometimes go out the window, as the stars choose to improvise, ad-lib, or just go crazy with the character. Oftentimes, these unplanned moments are scrapped, but in some cases, these happy accidents end up creating some of the most amazing moments in the film. Here is our list of 10 amazing Disney movie moments that happened by accident. Enjoy this video and be sure to subscribe to Screen Rant for more awesome videos every day of the week.
Swell! Gee, we'll have lots of fun together.
Be sure to hang around until the end of the video for a special announcement.
Kid, what's eating you?
Nothing. He's at the top of the food chain.
The Lion King. Many people would argue that The Lion King is Disney's best animated movie of all time, and the truth is that there is a lot to love about this classic film. From the heartfelt story to the iconic characters, every aspect of the motion picture seems to be perfectly designed. That being said, there is always room for unscripted fun, and that's exactly what happened when Nathan Lane, who famously voices Timon, came up with the line,
What do you want me to do, dress and drag and do the hula?
This line fits so well with the character, and had people of all ages laughing away, and it's hard to believe that it was something the actor just made up on the spot. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is one of the most beloved Disney movies of all time, and the hotly anticipated live adaptation of the classic story promises to be a smash hit. We have to wonder if the new film will include one of the most famous improvised lines from the original movie. As it turns out, when Cogsworth says,
Oh, there's the usual things, flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep.
it was actually a moment completely improvised by the voice actor David Ogden Stiers. Sir Ian McKellen will be playing Cogsworth in the 2017 film, and we'll be watching to see if he brings back this unscripted line, and if he adds in his own improvised moments. The Avengers. While most people think of animated kids movies when they think of Disney, let's not forget that the Mouse House is also behind the wildly successful Marvel Cinematic Universe too. The Avengers took the world by storm in 2012, and the movie did a great job of managing all of the various characters and creating one cohesive film. That was not an easy task, especially when you have the likes of Robert Downey Jr. messing around on set. Apparently, the actor would hide snacks for himself around the set, and then eat them during and between takes. The filmmakers tried to stop him, but he persisted, and they ultimately decided to make the snacking a fun part of the Tony Stark character. At this point, we're not really sure where Robert Downey Jr. ends and where Iron Man begins.
Shut up! No, you shut up!
Brother Bear. Brother Bear is by no means Disney's most successful or famous film ever, but it does feature a pretty remarkable voice acting performance from Joaquin Phoenix. When a star of Phoenix's size makes a mistake, you just go with it, and that's exactly what happened behind the scenes of Brother Bear. During recording, he accidentally referred to Coda's friend Bucky as Binky. Jeremy Suarez, who voices Coda, chose to respond by saying,
First of all, his name's Bucky, not Binky. Second, it wasn't a pine cone, it was a pine nut. And it was huge, even bigger than your fat head.
The line is great, but the writers of Brother Bear can't take credit for it, as it was totally made up by Suarez on the spot as a reaction to Phoenix's slip-up.
Buzz, will you get up here and give me a hand?
Toy Story. With hugely talented stars like Tom Hanks and Tim Allen voicing the lead characters, Toy Story was destined to be a great movie. As it turns out, one of the most famously hilarious scenes from the original film was actually completely improvised by Tom Hanks. When recording the scene where Woody is trying to convince the other toys that Buzz is okay, Hanks improvised the entire puppet show routine right on the spot.
Let's show the guys our new secret best friends handshake. Give me 5, man.
Something screwy here.
So you see, we're friends now, guys.
Most of the lines were so good, they ended up making it into the final film, proving yet again that sometimes the best things in life are the product of some happy accidents.
What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
Aladdin. By this point, it's a pretty well-known fact that the late great Robin Williams did a lot of ad-libbing and improvising for the role of the genie in Aladdin.
Psst, your line is, I'm going to free the genie.
There are countless celebrity impressions in the film, but did you know the Pinocchio gag was completely made up on the spot by Williams? Apparently, the filmmakers liked the joke so much that they forced the animators to go back to the scene and re-edit it to include the moment where Pinocchio's head ends up on the genie's body. This may have seemed like a lot of work at the time, but looking back now, it was totally worth the extra effort. Pirates of the Caribbean. Over the years, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies have made an absurd amount of money for Disney, and it's mostly due to the outstanding performance given by Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of him.
Despite a recent string of flops, Depp is a great actor, and he brought a lot of ad-libbed magic to the Pirates franchise. Most notably, the use of the word savvy, which has now become instinctively connected to this iconic character.
Savvy?
This was something that Depp came up with on the spot, and the filmmakers decided to keep it in the film. With Depp returning for the 5th installment in the Pirates franchise, fans can be sure he will be bringing his famous savvy line along with him. Guardians of the Galaxy. When you hire a hilarious comedic actor, you're going to get improvised moments, and that's exactly what happened when Chris Pratt landed the lead role in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Pratt goes off script many times in the first film, but there was one joke that he and director James Gunn never thought would make it into the final film. Pratt's character, Peter Quill, makes a quick-witted and sexually charged Jackson Pollock reference.
Your ship is filthy.
Oh, she has no idea. If I had a black light, this would look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
But the actor was sure the joke would be deemed too risque for the Disney property. However, Gunn convinced studio head Kevin Feige to let him include the moment in a test screening, and it's a good thing he did, because it got the biggest laugh of the entire film.
You better keep moving. Ooh. Hey, right on the button.
The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book got its live adaptation in 2016, and the world got to see actors like Bill Murray, Idris Elba, and Scarlett Johansson voicing the famous characters. As it turns out, the original movie was almost quite different, as it almost didn't feature Ka's famous song, Trust in Me.
Trust in me.
That song was actually once called Land of Sand, and it was originally written for Mary Poppins to sing to the Banks children. Disney decided that it didn't fit in that movie, but that it was a good song nonetheless, so they just changed the name and gave it to the hypnotic snake Ka to sing in the Jungle Book. Years later, the song has become a big part of the Jungle Book, and it's hard to imagine what it would have been like had Disney not made the last-minute switch-up.
Hi everyone, I'm Olaf.
Frozen. There is no denying that Frozen is a force to be reckoned with, and the hit song Let It Go became the anthem of kids around the world. Kids weren't just obsessed with the song either. The lovable snowman Olaf, voiced by Josh Gad, also became a huge hit with fans of all ages. Olaf is a pretty silly character.
I don't have a skull. Or bones.
And it turns out that most of his lines and actions were actually improvised by Gad while on set.
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
The actor has a lot of experience with comedy, so it makes sense that he went off script. But apparently it started getting so out of hand that the filmmakers had to rein him in order to make sure that Olaf ended up being the character they wanted him to be, and not just an animated version of Josh Gad.
Am I right? Hi.
So there you have it. There's our list of 10 crazy unplanned Disney movie moments.
Satisfied?
Which one of these happy accidents was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our friends over at The Taco, who made a cool video about 10 amazing hidden details in Disney films. The Taco makes highly addictive list videos you just can't stop watching. So while you're there, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying Screen Rant sent you. Thanks for watching.